What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In Good Chumpany. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ben, and I'm here with my co-host AJ.
Hey guys, it's me, AJ.
Hi, AJ.
Hi Ben, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last were here. This has been the slowest gap time between podcast episodes since we started this.
It feels it. Normally, we have something in between as well, like
Even just a
larger
review.
reviews. Larger
Yeah.
reviews. Like we did just put out that demo review for Two Realms, but
Definitely go check that out if you haven't.
please.
Massive shout out to those developers. Again, I'm just going to say that here as well because the coolest opportunity we have gotten. And it's a massive thank you to all of you guys for giving us that support. We were able to have direct contact with the developers and actually be able to play the game early, really compose our thoughts about the demo and what we played. So go check that out. That's super cool. Couple other little housekeeping since we're right here talking about it. The podcast, of course, is on Spotify and YouTube. So whichever one you're listening on, of course, it is on the other. Alongside that, we have both reviews, streams, and stuff like that out on the YouTube channel. Streams also over on Twitch, and then we have a lot of short form content that I have been working crazy hard on trying to figure out because that's been a learning curve. But we have a TikTok, Instagram, we have a Facebook page, we have, of course, YouTube Shorts. So definitely go check that out. We're trying to make sure that we have plenty of content for all of you guys to keep you entertained during those little gap times where Ben and I are sitting here like, wow, nothing's happening. When does this happen?
It doesn't happen often. It's been a nice break, but I'm happy to be back to it.
Amen.
Yeah, also, Discord is in the description below. Feel free to
Yes, yeah.
come by and say hi.
Heck yeah, we are pretty active in that Discord. I would say we are almost 100% of the time going to reply the same day. I would say. There's
AJ definitely
I
will.
Yeah, I was about to say. There's I don't think there's a single day where I am not at least checking the Discord, the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything that you guys say. So feel free to jump in there, chat with us. Without further ado, though, Ben, we have some news to dive into before our big kahuna of a topic today.
Yeah. Let's kick it off.
Heck yeah! So let's jump right into bad news because why not? Nintendo decided to come out swinging with us again. We knew this was about to happen. Let's be real, though. Nintendo has increased, or not increased per se, but more changed their price deficit between games.
Hmm.
Digital version of their games will now run $60, technically $59.99, but such a stupid, stupid way of doing numbers, man. I don't know. And then physical version is going to be that $70 price tag. So there's going to be a $10 difference in between. Ben, I think we both are going to come at this from the same side because you and I both love our physical media. This sucks.
I disagree.
Really?
I do. I love physical media as well, but I always thought it was stupid if I'm buying a game digitally, I'm paying the same price.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that, actually. I was thinking about it on the flip
The
side
flip
of,
side,
like,
yeah.
thinking about it as an increase of physical, where that's really intriguing, Ben.
Yeah, like I'm not getting a case, I'm not getting a cartridge. If
Yeah.
Nintendo ever disappeared, those games are gone forever. I don't want to pay full price.
You know what? You have a ridiculously good point. I don't know how I never thought about that, dude. My disappointment has severely plummeted.
Oh, I'm glad I could help with that. No, I understand where you're coming from. Uh but yeah, no, physical's not going down ever. Uh which is unfortunate, but hey, that's where we are. Uh so hey, if I can save $10 to pick up some game that I don't want a physical copy of, which aren't many, but there's games occasionally where I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I don't need to have that on my shelf.
yeah.
If I can pay ten
I
bucks
think
less for it, let's go.
I think the harder part of it is that this is catered towards mainline Nintendo titles,
Hmm.
which almost every mainline Nintendo title, if I'm getting it, I want the physical version of it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
Pocopia was a bit of a different experience for me because it was quite literally impossible to find a game cartridge for that game.
Hmm.
I found a single game code cartridge on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, "Nope, I don't want the game code cartridge. If I'm
Yep,
gonna do that, I'm just buying the digital version."
yep. Yeah, no, I agree with your sentiment of like no love for the physical gamer, and it seems like that's slowly being phased out, which I hate.
Yeah, I know you and I convened about this when we first heard the massive news that Nintendo was making this shift.
Hmm.
It is nice to at least see that this shift hasn't gone over to other companies yet. However, now that you talk about the price shift that just happened, if that transferred over, I could see that being a good thing
I could
because
work
it's
with it.
like exactly like you said, a little bit less if you're not buying a literal physical piece that you have to pay extra money for.
Yeah,
And then of course, if you want to collect that, you still have that at pretty much the typical cost point that we've been paying for games. So
yeah,
just
and
wanted
it,
to throw that out there while we were right off the bat, get the bad news out of the way.
yeah, yeah. There's no more of that this episode. None.
When does that happen, Ben? I feel like this is the first podcast episode in 7 episodes that we've been able to say that's it. That's the bad.
Uh,
Well,
there's a little more bad coming.
no, yeah, there is one more thing that I remember. Yeah, nope, nope.
Well, while on the topic of Nintendo, let's just pivot over to some unsubstantiated talk that's going on online. Seems to be pretty valid. But there was a leak this week. I don't know if you
Yeah,
caught that. Uh,
I I caught it.
oh yeah. Allegedly, we're getting an Ocarina of Time remake later this year. Let's go.
Ben. Okay, listen, these rumors have been flying around for forever.
Oh yeah.
We finally got some validity behind it, which was a little crazy. And I've sat here for the last 3 months, being like, "There's no way, like, this, come on, they're not gonna do it." I mean, if anything, they'll give it to us in like a year or two. However, now it seems like we might actually be getting Ocarina of Time this year.
Which is very exciting. It makes a lot of sense because from everything I've read and heard, we aren't getting that 3D Mario that everyone's been waiting for. We got Donkey Kong last year. We're supposed to be getting a Star Fox. There's talk of that as well, but that's not a big
Whoa.
system
I
seller.
didn't I did not hear about that though. Whoa.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were talking about it in some of these same leaks actually.
Oh
Um,
wow. The see I guess that's how you can tell the main thing I focus on a lot, Legend of Zelda. And my entire existence ends up funneling me right back towards it cuz my goodness, do I love a good Legend of Zelda.
yep, and I just verified that it was part of the same leak.
Okay.
Allegedly, new Star Fox game coming this summer.
That'd
Uh,
be that'd be really cool. That would change the game on my feeling of like, okay, what are we getting this year with Nintendo? Because especially now that we know that, or kind of know that 3D Mario isn't maybe gonna happen.
at least
Um,
not this year. Yeah, they need something for
yeah,
holiday season definitely, and Ocarina remake fits perfectly. Uh,
I'll tell you what, if they want a console seller,
yeah, and
that's how you
unfortunately,
do it.
yeah, unfortunately, Star Fox is not that anymore, especially after the
No.
last release, which was not good.
Unfortunate, but also I think that they saw that reception, and I would say for the most part, typically Nintendo's good at taking some kind of reception because boy, Nintendo fans are really loud.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm
I,
curious. I hope it comes out better than the last one.
yeah, I really hope so because that'd be really cool. But I'm all I need, man. In all reality, is that Ocarina of Time remake. Give that to me, and I'll be set, dude. Um, so I guess I'll ping pong right off of that with our final bad. I am pretty sure. So Nintendo first. Now let's dive right into Sony. I'm gonna keep on firing shots at you, Sony, until you get your act together. Nintendo increased their prices of games. Well, PlayStation decided to increase all of their prices for all of their consoles.
All hardware. Yep.
So now we are up to $650 for a base PS5.
It's insanity. That's the only way I can describe it. I mean, we knew it was coming with all this these chip shortages and just basic computer part shortages due to all these AI data centers that are being built. Uh, Nonsense with tariffs, and so
Oh
it was
boy.
unfortunately inevitable. I mean, it was avoidable, but here we are.
Here we are, and this is now the bed we sleep in. So with that, PS5 digital is now up to 600, and PS5 Pro is up to 900. That's a lot of money.
$900. That's so much money.
I
Like,
don't
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like this, we like you had mentioned, we knew this was about to happen. We knew this was on the table. The problem here is coming in where we knew it was going to happen. That doesn't change that this is a massive increase.
Oh, it's
And
disgusting.
especially where people are right now, the general public is not going to be able to afford that.
No. Nope.
And now this makes me even more concerned looking ahead and looking at the PlayStation 6.
Or
Are we
Project
about
Helix.
to be dropping and Project Helix? Are we about to be dropping over like 12K? Like not 12K. 12 1200 for these? Like that's computer price.
Yeah. No, I will not be. I can't.
No.
I can't.
Count me out. I'll stick with my computer at that point.
Head on over to the Patreon and maybe we can. We don't have that. Fund my PlayStation 7.
Patreon mention that we have never mentioned before.
That we don't even have. Surprise, guys. Yeah.
Surprise! Here we are.
Money, please.
No.
No. Yeah, no, it's unprecedented, really. So from launch to price after 6 years, it's gone up 30%. This has never happened with consoles before.
Seriously, I did not. I don't even have word. Like I'm actually left speechless right now.
Yeah.
Because of just how significant this is now. I mean, I just told you that the PS5 Pro is $900.
Yeah. Like,
that was
what?
a statement that came out of my mouth. That is a literal pre-built computer.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not worth it anymore.
No. And also, like, I love my PS5, but there is no game I have played on it that I could not play on PC.
Zero. I cannot even tell you a singular game that I have played on the PS5 that I cannot play on PC right now. That's going to change, yes. And with of course Sony taking back its first party and not putting it on computer, as the news that we mentioned, earlier in a previous episode. I still I'm sitting here questioning if that's even justification. Like me. Spider-Man 3 releases on PlayStation 6. If the PlayStation 6 costs over that amount like I was talking about, and it's sitting at $1,200, I adore Spider-Man. I'm not paying $1,200 just to play Spider-Man.
No. Sorry.
It's not happening.
I'm glad that FromSoft has taken a little bit of a departure because Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time. So I want to, of course, keep up with FromSoft. And but once again, you can play it anywhere. So love that. No more exclusives with Sony as of right now.
And
Uh,
who would have thought that Nintendo would be the next up on that
let's go.
exclusive list?
Yeah, I will be shelling out the 70 for a physical. Um,
And take my money.
yep,
It's yours at that point. Just give me Duskbloods and I'm happy. Let me have it sitting over here, much like my physical copy of Hades 2 that I of course have
love it.
sitting on my desk at all times, staring at me.
Love it.
Um, because I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, but even the PlayStation 3, I found this awesome little graphic on Reddit of PlayStation consoles launch price and price after 6 years.
Oh
PS3 was stupid expensive when it was released.
yeah.
I don't know if you recall that.
Oh,
Uh,
though I recall, I also recall my parents somehow managing to get me one.
Same, buddy. Same. But 599 at launch. But after 6 years, it was 269. That's a 55% decrease. We're going up, and I don't understand why.
And I will mention, like, there's definitely some inflation that probably,
Oh, hundred,
adjusted that, but
but it was still a
um
decrease.
it's still like that's a very substantial decrease.
Yeah. Yeah. Every Sony
That's
console up to this point after 6 years has decreased by over 50%.
and we've now just flipped that on its head, dude.
For, yeah.
And I don't see any time in our foreseeable future where this gets any better.
Yeah. It's unsustainable, in my opinion. And
Completely.
it's gross.
We could go on and on and on about the reasonings behind it, but we've done that multiple times. Long story short, Sony, yes, it was a business move. You also just kind of screwed yourself into a hole here, especially after what we've already been talking about. And you just gutted Blue Point Studios. Like,
Many studios.
yeah, many studios. We are in a bad place, Sony. We are not doing hot right now. Like,
Says two
let's get our
guys
act
on the
together
internet.
before Xbox comes out swinging here, because we now have a showcase coming June 7th.
Yeah.
So shout out to that. We were gonna mention that later, but I mean, Sony. I'm throwing all my cards on the table here. Please, I beg you. I've loved you with this love-hate relationship for my entire life. Just, my goodness, dude.
Yep. Yep. Here we are.
Here
Um,
we are.
Back to the rumor mill with Ben.
Let's
Um,
go.
yeah, I gotta stop talking about this. Uh, so a rumor came out about 5 days ago that Warhorse Studios, people who made Kingdom Come Deliverance and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, could be the studio that's working on this new open world Lord of the Rings game. Now, this is a little niche. Like, yeah, it's gaming news, but we're both big Lord of the Rings
Listen,
fans.
listen. It can be niche all it wants.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold back. This is like a 2,000 plus hour type game for me.
Yeah. So Kingdom Come Deliverance, I played a little of the first one, and I immediately realized this is going to consume all of my time, and I can't do it right now. And from what I've heard, the second one
Is
is
even worse.
even worse, or even better.
Even better, but
Yeah,
even worse in that regard.
yeah, just crazy deep worlds they build. While Kingdom Come is more grounded in reality, 100%. Give me a Lord of the Rings game in that.
Please, please. But
It's
listen,
over. It's
it's done.
over. The podcast is done.
You and I texted about this very briefly.
Yeah.
You just sent me a picture, and I just started losing my mind in the text thread. We didn't talk about it anything else other than that. Other than the statement you and I both said at the same time. If this comes out, our lives are done.
Hmm.
And I will hold to that every day. If you give me an open world Lord of the Rings game, much like Kingdom Come Deliverance, oh,
That depth? Oh no.
Oh, I can't.
Oh no.
I mean, everybody loves to talk about the Nemesis system. Nobody would even remember the Nemesis system if this type of game came out. This game would be the only Lord of the Rings thing that would be on your mind.
As long as they keep the bathing mechanics, I'm in.
Yeah, we're done.
You gotta smell good when you're talking to the lords. But
I mean, come on.
yeah.
Um, really quickly, Ben.
Hmm.
I'm gonna dive bomb off of that and just give you some happy news
Okay, hit me.
because I don't know if you heard this, and this is like breaking news on my part that I just kind of stumbled upon. Did you hear about the Resident Evil movie news?
Oh, I did hear about that earlier today. The fan
Okay.
previews.
Yes. So
Yes.
fan previews have been released for the Resident Evil movie from director Zach Krieger. I
Yep.
think is how you pronounce his last name.
Of Whitest Kids You Know fame.
So, dude, this has now officially sounded bonkers. Apparently, this is like all gas, no brakes, like crazy good. From what he's already said, he understands that the fans will absolutely annihilate him if he
Hmm.
gets this wrong. Um, what I am hearing is making me very excited for what we're about to see. It's going to be its own story. We know that at least. But also, I kind of want that because let the games be the games and let them focus on Leon and his story and give me a little bit more of the world. Give me something else. Like, show me, do it. If you can make it good, which it sounds like you have, let's rock and roll. But I heard that, and I would love to hear how you're feeling about this movie because I don't recall a good Resident Evil movie ever coming out.
Yeah, you'll get people on both sides of the aisle saying that some of the live action films are good, some of the animated films are good. I don't particularly like any of them.
There are
So,
animated films?
oh yeah, yeah,
I
quite
had no clue about that.
quite
This
a
is new
few.
info for me.
Yep, those are more closely tied to the games than the live action movies.
Okay,
Uh,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
oh yeah, Leon's got movies, but um, yeah, I'm not a particularly a big fan of any of them. Uh, but when I heard Zach Kreger got this film, I had so much hope. I loved Barbarian. I loved Weapons. And like I said, when he was announced, I was like, oh, he's got this. Uh, he's a big fan of the franchise, from my understanding. So,
From what I've heard, yeah. And I'm gonna highlight this. This is coming from IGN, the direct quote, but he did say that like usually when he hears about an adaptation of a video game that he loves, he responds with "Don't ruin this for me," with which me too, bro.
yep.
Don't screw this up, please. Um, so with all of that kind of stacked together, I hope this is a good movie, dude, because I'm there's some hype building now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the idea of setting the movie in the universe, but not being tied directly to any of the events of the games. Um,
Yeah,
like, it does not have to be this big, grandiose umbrella laboratory thing. Just have people dealing with
yeah.
what's happening, a different
Like
perspective.
battling with what is going on, because obviously it's not just Leon and Grace and let's dive into further back. Like it's not just their story.
Mhm.
Everybody else is living, in these areas, living the same thing that's happening.
Especially the time
So
frame this is taking place, the Raccoon City outbreak. Oh my gosh.
this is the perfect time. Give
Yeah.
us more backstory of everything going on. And then you can get those cool, like, if you really want to throw in just a tiny cameo, you still have that capability.
Mhm.
And so, like, this is the perfect way to do that. You're in a time area that fans know and love. You're in a universe that is very beloved. And also, you have a director now who really knows what he's doing. Barbarian screwed me up, dude. My wife, even if that the picture of the movie pops up as we're scrolling through streaming platforms, she's like, no, 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 no. Like, messed up. I loved it.
Yeah,
If we can get a Resident Evil movie that gets me sitting here like, oh, that's what I want.
please, please. No,
I
it being
beg you.
described as the horror version of Fury Road. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, please.
oh. If that is the case, my goodness, we could have one of the. I don't want to say any knock on wood, bro, but oh, I have wood right back here. Knock on wood. Um, but just please, please, please get it right, because if you don't, we're about to have riots with how
Yep.
much disappointment is about to come out of this, man.
Zach, break out your gallon of PCP. But with but with Resident Evil uh, news, we can jump over to a little other thing I want to bring up. Nothing huge, but the people over at Good Old Games, if you aren't familiar, they're kind of like a Steam alternate, but they have a big focus on preserving old gaming media. Uh, Somehow, with Capcom, they've brought the original versions of Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3 over to Steam. And I think
This
that's
was the coolest thing you could have ever told me about 2 seconds before we started the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, I should have waited. I'm sorry. I couldn't I was so
it's
excited.
it's okay. It's okay. Listen, this is wacky. Like the fact that they were able to get the original versions of these games, like I am now sitting here and I'm wondering if maybe that's how I decide to go and play them first because I never got the opportunity but always kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
Um this is a thing now.
Mhm. Yeah, I will say, we talked about it briefly, how I wanted to hear your thoughts on Resident Evil 3. I am so glad that there is a way to play the original Resident Evil
Oh,
3
yeah,
despite the
that was
remake.
this now makes it so that that conversation can have a lot more weight behind it because now I can see and
Yeah,
experience what you mean as well. Because I've heard it everywhere. I know, I'm walking into quite a political crapshoot when it comes to Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 3 remake.
yep, yep,
So I'm excited that I now have just easy access to the original game, and now I can actually side by side that. That's gonna be super fun. But also, my only one thing to highlight here. That's two fingers. My one thing to highlight here is Resident Evil has big ol' ugly beautiful snake, and
yes,
that's what matters.
yep. We preserved the snake forever. Thank you,
The
good old
snake will
games.
forever be here.
Yep. No, love good old games and what they're out to do, and it's just awesome that it's on Steam as well.
Heck yeah. The dude, absolutely insane. And with the insane, let's dive into this year's first Xbox partner showcase.
Let's do it.
So, right off the bat, this got revealed, and you and I were a little hopeful. I would say just off of our conversations of, hey, we actually have something here that can give us something that's exciting. Um, we open up the showcase, and actually, we opened with it. If I remember correctly, was it Hunter that opened it?
It was.
So it actually Hunter the Reckoning. Sorry, let me explain what it is first. Is from what I could tell, like a action horror kind of survival esque, maybe like the kind of Resident Evil style, more like. in a world with vampires and werewolves, and it's bloody and dark, and you're this team of hunters going to take down a vampire from what we were shown.
Vampire cop.
A vampire cop. Okay, that is yeah. So already it seems intriguing.
It does. I'm just a little broken inside, I think, from vampire hunting games after Redfall.
That see, that's fair.
So I couldn't get too excited.
Yeah, I'm coming from a side of I didn't even interact with Redfall when it came out. I happened to be in a weird area in life where it came out. I was excited for it, but then it came out. Everybody talked about how terrible it really was.
Yeah.
Unfortunate as it is,
Yeah. And
and I was just
honestly,
like, "All right, cool.
yeah.
I'm just not gonna do it."
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't really interact with it too much either. But I just know it came from the team that made Dishonored, the team that made Prey,
Yeah.
and that's what we got, and just kind of left me heartbroken.
Yeah, that's fair. I am a massive Dishonored fan, so I will also kind of throw into the mix. It was a very different game from their traditional style as well.
Hmm.
So I think that this here could give us maybe our next first time in forever I can say it really good vampire game maybe. It looks
Let's,
intriguing.
yeah, let's hope.
So, let's
Uh,
hope.
I forgot also, like, this is completely unrelated, kind of related vampire. I just have Arcane Studios information pulled up here. And did you know they're
Ah.
working on a Blade game?
Yes.
I did not.
That Blade game has been quite a interesting news battle. We don't really know if we're gonna get it.
Well, yeah,
Let's hope.
let's hope.
But
It was announced in
I've been holding out
2023.
hope for forever.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Um, yeah. So you know what? Let's hope we get some good vampire games going here, because I feel like I haven't had some really top tier vampire media in a hot minute.
After that, we had The Expanse Osiris Reborn.
So
I Go ahead.
instantly eye catching. That's all I'll say, and I'll let you go on. But
Okay. So, yeah, no, this looks like a sci-fi RPG. Um I mean, I don't really know what to tell you beyond that. You're in space, there's stuff going on. Uh
we did not get much else other than that, other
no,
than the talk around the game, which I don't know if you heard how people have been talking about this.
I haven't. Fill me in.
Apparently, everywhere I'm turning on just kind of talks is there's potential that people are relating this to the next Mass Effect
Mhm.
type beat.
Yeah.
And
No,
if
I
that's the case, that's going to be insane.
Oh yeah, no, The Expanse goes hard. I liked the few books I read. I didn't watch much of the TV show, but it's this whole universe that's already developed, and I like stories that deal with political conflicts, kind of like that Game of Thrones esque. And there's a lot of that in The
Yeah.
Expanse, which I am so down for.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, this RPG could be crazy, and Owlcat, who's making it, makes great CRPGs. Like they made
Oh,
for
yeah.
Warhammer 40k Rogue Traders. They're working on another Warhammer 40k RPG.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
blanking.
dude.
Dark
I'm
Heresy.
keeping my eyes out for that one.
Yeah, Dark Heresy, and they made the Pathfinder games. So they have a proven track record with classic RPGs. So I'm very
Oh, yeah.
curious how they're going to do taking the step into a more traditional RPG.
It's going to
'Cause
be really interesting. And I think they chose the right, not only time to do this and to reveal it and whatnot, but also the very much correct genre to put it into right now, because it has been a good long while since I have had a space RPG that has really tickled the itch that Mass Effect did.
Yeah.
Um, Starfield was supposed to. Starfield really upset me at launch. I haven't revisited it since, so
Okay. Yeah. No. I think we're gonna be eating pretty good with space RPGs because we got this next year. We got Exodus.
exactly. It seems like space is coming back. We just sent people up to the moon. I mean, space is the thing again, man.
Shout out the viewers on the Artemis 2 or 3.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
know.
could you imagine?
I
What are you
don't
doing
know.
watching us up there? You have more important things.
Do space things.
Do space things. That's cooler. um, Ben, right after that, I don't know if this caught your eye. It very quickly caught mine. Grave Seasons
Oh yeah.
is a really, really interesting looking, like, bit pixelated, but not like we're not talking like Two Realms pixelated levels.
Yeah. More like a
But
Stardew Valley.
yeah, very Stardew Valley style art. Which, funny enough, it's a farming sim with these really dark, creepy elements behind it that we'll learn more about as we go on. There is a demo that they had mentioned as well that is coming. So
Hmm.
I'm keeping an eye out for that. I am going to be hopping into that demo as soon as I hear about it because this this sounds really cool to me. And I've spent more hundreds of hours in Stardew Valley than I should probably admit because once again, we'll go down this theme every podcast episode of how much I love my frickin' cozy life sim games.
Yep. No, I love those kind of games too, but like the trailer was really well done because I checked out when it first came up because I was like, oh, another game like this. I already got my Stardew Farm. I got Pocopia running. I don't need
Yeah,
another
yeah, valid.
cozy game. And then it gets wacky and spooky,
Oh,
and
dude.
and I was like, okay, you've piqued my
It
interest.
if anybody listening or watching has not seen what they revealed for this game, please go watch it because that was an instant hook.
Yeah,
Like they did a phenomenal job at knowing what they need to show to give people kind of that what they're gonna see going into this game, and you got me on that because give me that dark, creepy, but also cozy farming kind of vibe, and I'm all in.
yeah, and uh, Blumhouse Games keeps turning out these weird little horror games, much
I,
like they do with movies. And
dude, let's keep it rolling. If we're gonna keep the track record like how it is, like let's go.
yeah,
I'll take horror all the time.
all the time. So next up, we had Serious Sam Shadowverse.
Oh, I want to know what you thought of this, man.
I don't know. So I missed the Serious Sam train when I was younger. I know it was a property up there, so I don't have that nostalgia tied to it. I don't
Yeah,
know if anyone does at this point. It's been a while.
yeah. I don't think I knew of the existence of it. I just never have heard any single person ever mention it
Yeah,
ever.
I remember seeing like back when retail stores would have physical copies of PC games. I remember always seeing it there. And it was a boomer shooter, and I love boomer shooters. Uh so this looks like it could be fun with friends. I'm assuming it's multiplayer just based on the trailer. I have done no research
That's
on
what I
this
would
game.
assume from what it looked like. It kind of looked like it very much looked like that boomer shooter hero kind of like multiplayer. Um, kind of I would say it's probably I would imagine a 5v5
Uh
from what it
one
looked like.
co-op roguelite FPS.
Oh,
for 1 to 5
Okay.
players.
Okay. So that makes it even more intriguing.
Yeah, yeah, no, and now I'm a little more on board with it. No, no obvious PvP here. Um, and I just don't like PvP because I'm bad at all video
Yeah,
games.
mood.
but yeah, no, I mean, this is definitely something I would check out depending on price point because it could be cool to have a Doom-esque game to
Yeah.
play with
Oh yeah.
friends.
That'd be super cool if it plays out well. Um Now, Ben,
Hmm.
moving on from there because I need to know what you thought of this. And as interesting as Serious Sam is starting to become for us, this
It's a
kind of
stretch.
caught my attention. Yakuza
Yeah,
decided to come out with Stranger Than Heaven
yeah, no, this
trailer
has
here.
been talked about for a little while. Is it? I could be completely wrong. Is it tied to Yakuza, or is it a new
Yes, I
property?
think
Yeah, I
I
know it's the
thought
same
it might
studio.
be a new property, but it seemed like it was connected.
Let's see. Give me 2 seconds. I apologize.
No, 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 you're good. I didn't actually think about looking into it. That was a minor oversight, but like
It is a
it
standalone title separate.
oh wow, so that's even weirder.
Yeah, and Yakuza is a legendary franchise.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I got once again. And this podcast has made me realize there's so many things I haven't played. Uh, I just have never gotten around to playing Yakuza games. And I'm a little intimidated by how many there are and how much there is to do in them. I played a
Yeah, that's
good
fair.
amount of Yakuza 0. I never finished it, so I don't consider it done. Uh, but I spent a lot of time in that game playing the mini games rather than the story.
Hey,
Uh,
you know what? If the mini games bang, you can't say no.
Dude, they go so hard. Karaoke, racing little RC cars.
That's
But
so good.
yeah, but no, that franchise has always been over there. Like I can't do this right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get
Yeah,
to you. I
yeah,
promise.
saying that from my grave. Um, so I'm excited about this because I know the studio makes great games. People love it, and this is a good place to potentially jump into something they've created and not make that commitment to all
Yeah.
the
Oh
Yakuza
yeah.
and Like a Dragon and Judgment.
It makes it makes it a lot easier to jump in, I would say. I knew you would have a bit more of kind of feeling for this game than I did. It caught my eye. However, I've never once played a Yakuza game.
Like I said,
Um,
I've never beaten one, but Yakuza 0 is really fun.
Heck yeah. But with that, this caught my eye. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, hear more about it, see more of it, and you never know. Maybe this is the first kind of game of its style that I'm really diving into. Well, I guess we'll see. So I guess I'll mention this super quickly, just as kind of a paired beside this, just because it's a super small mention in my eyes, and I think we've mentioned it before. But Super Meat Boy 3D has made another beautiful little appearance.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Um,
out now.
it is, and I haven't personally heard much about it. I hope it's great. I will not be touching that game ever again because the first one caused me to lash out so extremely bad that I did in fact break something, and I don't need that energy in my life.
That's completely fair. I loved the original Super Meat Boy. I don't know how many hours I have in that game. I probably won't be touching this either, just because I don't need more of it. Also, I'm curious how it translates to a 3D format. I took a
Oh,
little bit of
oh,
time.
you want to know how it translates?
Go for it.
It makes you want to bash your head in a couple hundred times more.
Probably, probably. Yeah, a whole new dimension of head bashing. Uh,
Seriously, I can't even imagine. I was having a hard time with 2D. Don't give me more dimensions, give me less.
yeah, I just need a line. Um, no, like I said, the game's out. I took a little bit of time to look at the Steam page just to see what people were feeling, and it's sitting at a very positive,
Heck yeah.
but only 358 reviews, which is
Wow.
yeah,
That's a lot less support than I was expecting.
yeah, and the uh, dimension shift from 2D to 3D seems to be pretty divisive. Like some
Yeah,
people like it,
I
some people
I
think it's
can
terrible.
I can definitely see exactly why that would be a problem because I'm looking at this and I am like, if I had problems with the first game, boy oh boy, if I ever picked this up, dude, I struggle with Mario 3D. I can't. There are moments where I can't even figure out why I'm moving my stick this way and he's going like 15 other directions.
Yep.
Now put that in a rage game and I'm about to lose it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But also props to the game and also
Oh yeah,
like
Team Meat.
it looks
Yeah,
great.
yep. Edmund's not involved anymore, but it does look good.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
so
I
then we
guess we'll
got.
see.
Let's see. Is there anything like I'm just going through the list of games here?
Oh yeah.
Uh, I feel like we can kind of just run through the next three quickly.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Oh yeah. There's a single thing that I'm saving for last, and I think it's also probably the last thing you're gonna want to talk about as well. So
brother, I'm running down in time order. Are you talking about ADS? um,
no, no.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna mention Forever Ago. Looks really sad. um, so if you're looking for an emotional game, check that out. Ascend to Zero has that sort of Hades style gameplay. I'm not a big fan of the QB design of everything. Oh, okay,
I'm
fingers
just
up.
gonna come out and say again. This is a really difficult genre to come out with a game in right now.
Hmm.
If you're gonna do this, you gotta come out swinging. And I looked okay,
No, no, I thought it looked
but
fine.
there was nothing about it that caught me and like kept me. I was just kind of sitting there like other than, time being its main element,
hmm
it was like, all right, this is just another roguelite that, I'm I'm looking at and I'm just like I could just go play Hades 2 and be good.
yeah, but if Hades isn't your thing, maybe this will be.
Yeah, I
Uh,
hope so. It is more like cyberpunky pixel art,
hmm
so
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't a fan of all the cubes, but I get it. And then
yeah.
we had Dispatch, uh, coming to
Yes, coming to
Xbox.
Xbox.
I know this game is last year's news, but I just played Dispatch a couple weeks ago, and I absolutely loved it. It was great to have
It
that
is it is
Telltale.
on my backlog. It will be happening sooner rather than later.
It's
I've
worth
been
it.
trying very hard to avoid spoilers.
Good luck. Um, yeah, no, I loved it. It was great to have that Telltale style game. You can beat it in a weekend. You could probably beat it
Heck
in a
yeah.
day if you wanted to, so definitely check that out.
Heck yeah.
And from there, I'll let you jump because I
Oh,
don't
dude.
know what game you want to talk about
Oh,
last.
dude. Oh, I'm gonna jump right into the next up. Alien Deathstorm got
Okay,
a world premiere, and it is a first-person atmospheric, like survival, PvP. It looked like game.
maybe. I
Um,
don't even know.
maybe it was really hard to kind of interpret it on my end, but also creepy aliens and action and the atmosphere was creepy enough, but also paired with that, it kind of in some ways just if I want a creepy alien thing. Once again, the game that holds the place is Alien.
Or Dead Space.
or Dead Space. Like right now, as intriguing as it looked, I still have about 50 other horror alien games that I can go to that I just know as a guarantee are going to hit.
Yeah.
So I hope this one works out. I just need to see more of it before I'm willing to say that I'm gonna try it. It is an Xbox Game Pass Day One launch title. I
Hmm.
don't have Game Pass anymore since they decided to be $30 an hour. Um,
Oh, don't worry.
but
They're gonna have a bundle with Netflix, and you'll get ads while playing games.
oh yes, I forgot that. I forgot about that. It's
Yeah.
everything I ever wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this looked interesting. I was intrigued. Uh, I love my horror games, as has become very clear from our conversations. So I'm hoping it's good. It looked a little more actiony than horror to me, which is okay. I like action
Oh
games
yeah,
too.
I, which is why I had put emphasis on action first and then I dive into horror, but like
Yeah,
if it's more action than horror, it's not a terrible thing.
not at all.
I
I'm just
just
glad we're getting games.
seriously, it feels nice to have and more than that, games that I can look at and not instantly be like, "Oh dear, this is not going to go well."
Yeah.
Um which Ben, do you want to take away the next game that was kind of on the list after that one?
Frog Squad.
Let's go.
Frog Squad is I don't even know what to describe this genre of game as. It's
A friend slot, brother.
friend slop, yeah, but I don't know. That feels mean.
No,
But
no, 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 no.
I know
In the most
with all
endearing
love.
way possible.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like the same genre as a Lethal Company or a Repo. I love those kind of games. Silly little
Oh
games with
yeah.
friends. One of my favorite things.
Heck yeah.
Uh, but you play as little frogs and you're getting food for your frog king. But the thing that
Ben.
I think that makes this stand out a little bit from those games, it looks a little more platformer-y. Uh, there's like swinging you do with your tongue, and I think that's fantastic and could be really fun to see in this space.
Well, if there's one thing I'm very good at, it's swinging with my tongue. I do that every day.
Hell yeah, brother.
Number two, bring food to my Swamp King because we practiced for this with the Goblin King.
Yeah, yeah,
In Pit of Goblin. So
yeah,
I'm prepared and ready.
yep.
If you don't know what Pit of Goblin is, go on Steam, go look up Pit of Goblin. I got you.
It's something, all right.
And lastly, um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say anything other than this for you, Ben. Let's go have fun in a cooperative experience.
I just died.
Come on, man. We're both dads here.
Yeah, true, true.
Speaking of dads,
Perfect
Bluey's Happy
transition.
Snaps.
Yeah,
So, listen, I get it. If this isn't your cup of tea, cool. I'm gonna give this its spotlight because my daughters are about to lose their frickin' mind with a Bluey shooter game.
yep.
Where you're sitting there with a camera just shooting some pictures. Like, come on. It's
Yeah,
Pokemon Snap, but Bluey.
yeah. No, it looks cool. Like, I am 33, and I love Bluey. Uh,
Uh, dude, sometimes I wonder if I love Bluey more than my kids. Let's be real.
I hope you love your kids more than Bluey.
Oh, well, I
I,
mean,
I understood you were saying it the other way, but
wait, did I actually Freudian slip that the other way around?
no, it could have been interpreted that way.
Oh, oh,
You were saying
jeez.
you love the show more than your children love the show. It sounded like you were saying you love the show more than you love your
Oh,
children. But
man.
moving on. Yeah, no, me and my kids used to watch Bluey all the time. That show's got some real heart, man.
Dude,
Uh,
that show just rips you into pieces.
I hope it's better than the last Bluey game that I bought for my children, because that was a buggy mess, which is to be expected with television ports, I guess.
I mean, Yes and no at the same time. I still feel like you still have a quality bar you gotta
No, yeah,
hold
there's
up
an
to.
obligation. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know who made that Bluey game,
Oh man, I mean,
but
it's your lucky day, guys. You won't get put on the spot today, but
yeah,
make a better Bluey game next time.
yeah. So happy snaps, redeem Bluey
Happy
games.
snaps. Let's go. Um, I feel like we can just mention it for 2 seconds, unless you want to really chat about it. But Stalker 2 DLC got announced.
Yeah, that's exciting. I have not played Stalker 2 yet, but I
Yeah,
really enjoyed the Stalker games I have played. I love that post-nuclear vibe, and I'm glad it's getting an expansion.
heck yeah. I still haven't had my chance to dive into it. I also know that when I dive into it, I need a good chunk of time to do so. Um, and it's cool to see the DLC. Eventually, I'll get to you, Stalker 2.
Yep.
But as of right now, I hope this DLC goes well. We'll fill you guys in when it comes out and kind of chat about it then. But I guess we can move on to the last couple of reveals of this showcase, Ben, because this is where we get interesting.
Take it away.
So we kicked off the final 5 things. I think it was roughly 5 or 6. With Musa Dirty Fate. This was a very, 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 very well done trailer. It's Korean. It seems much like a. I don't really know exactly what kind of game I would mostly relate it to, but you're a third person action kind of set game. I guess maybe Sekiro esque in a way,
Yeah, I was getting kind of, I don't know,
or maybe Wukong.
Devil May Cry-ish kind of.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, no, the combat looked slick.
yeah. It was that's where it really became interesting. I was like, this is kind of like faster than what I was what you're expecting from like that the Sekiro kind of style, but also not like Devil May Cry just boom 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 boom.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
it kind of falls into this cool middle gap.
yeah, it's an action
Um,
game, and
yeah.
it looked neat. One
However,
thing.
oh, go ahead.
Okay. One thing. Uh, feudal Korea zombies. I don't know if anyone remembers this television show from Netflix called Kingdom. It was a South Korean show. Uh, takes place in feudal Korea, and it's a zombie show. And when the
Well,
trailer
what the heck?
started, when the trailer started, I was like, "Is this a Kingdom game?" It was just really weird that we got another property. This
I
seems a
was about
little more supernatural focused because there's more than
funny
zombies.
enough.
But
I was about to mention the fact that they were kind of zombie esque, and that was a big pull for me when I was watching the
yeah,
trailer.
yeah,
This is really interesting.
yeah. Also, check out Kingdom. It's a really good show. I think it was 2 seasons.
Apparently, I'm gonna check that out. If you're also looking for even more Korean zombie drama, All of Us Are Dead.
Okay, I've never heard of
So
that one.
good. My wife and I have probably rewatched that show a good uh, more times than I'm gonna actually number because that's a little embarrassing. um, Ben, I gotta know how you feel about about what we just saw for this next game.
Are we talking Eternal Life of Goldman?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I love Cuphead. Uh, I am a huge fan of Cuphead and the DLC. What is coming next from that studio? I need answers. But in the meantime, I think this game will hold me over. It looks gorgeous. The art, uh, I don't. It looks difficult. I haven't had a chance to play the demo yet, but it looks punishing, which I am here for. I think this game looks really cool.
Yeah. This is the what second time we've seen it?
I don't remember the
Third?
first time. So so this was my
I'm
first time actually paying
I
attention to
so
it.
I can't remember exactly where we were shown it, but maybe it was the Nintendo event. I'm not 100% sure, but seeing this game, it looks beautiful. It looks so good. Like the art style is out of this world. It does look like a fun, fascinating, just adventurous platformer. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. I think this is one of the games on my end of things where like we have a lot of games in this genre, in this style. I kind of want to see like your thoughts on it
Oh,
and just kind
heck
of
yeah.
general thoughts in of the game before I jump into it because like especially for these kind of games, I really want the story to rip me in, and this is fairy tales and stuff like that it seems. So
Mhm.
it definitely has that potential. I want to see more of it and more of the gameplay and a little bit more story explanation before I make a headfirst dive and pay money for it. And of course, I'm going to
Yeah.
dive into this demo as soon as I can. We just had Darwin's come out, so of course, I'm sitting here playing only Darwin's Paradox right
Yeah,
now, but
buried no lifing Darwin's paradox.
seriously, it's literally the only game I've picked up since it, of course, released yesterday for us. Or 2 days ago. Yesterday, 2 days ago. Time is blurring together now, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when it came out. Yeah, no lifing a 7-hour game is crazy work, but that's what happens when you're a dad.
You got to do what you got to do, brother.
Yeah, and still not being done with it after a day.
Yeah,
Um,
amen. I mean, dude, that is the life, brother.
yep. Yeah, no, very excited for this game. Uh, like you said, you're looking for a story. I'm looking for a game to punish me, and it looks like it could
See,
be that sort of game.
we just talked about this, and I don't know if I can handle any more punishment or my brain about to just melt.
Oh, mine's
I
already
need
mush, so it's
I
okay.
need so much of just like what we've been getting right now.
Yeah,
Give me all of that. I don't need the rage right now.
make me feel bad.
However, if it does give you that, then that's a win in my book.
Thank you.
With that, vaunted.
I had this is another game where I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't know what this is. Maybe I'm
I
just media illiterate, but that
Ben,
happened a lot.
I was about to ask you if you had any idea what we were looking at.
I do a little bit more after Googling. Uh,
I don't.
okay. So,
I figured out tactical
yeah,
turn base.
yep. So it is described as a tactical RPG that blends real time third person shooting with turn based combat.
So turn based third person game.
Yeah, I saw people online equating it to, I don't know if you ever played this, a game called Valkyria Chronicles.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, uh,
Now I'm intrigued.
yeah.
Are, oh, he pulls it out of the game
It
catalog.
pulls it out
Holy
of the game
crap!
catalog.
I've seen it out of your collection when
Yeah.
you lived with me.
Yes. This game bangs. It used to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive. I think it's on other platforms now.
Okay.
We're getting off track, but now I gotta
Oh,
check.
I mean, this is a worthwhile sidetrack, you know?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
gotta know.
yeah, I don't know. I see 4 on Steam. I don't know if the original, I think they did a remake. They
Hey, I
did.
mean,
It's $20 on Steam.
hey,
Or sorry,
maybe I'll
upscale.
look into
So
it.
yeah, 1080p True HD. Sega game.
Or I could just, find a PS3, borrow your PS3 game, call it a day.
Yeah, I have a PS3 somewhere. But
Oh, that's true. You do still have yours.
yep. Yeah, I'm a pack rat for old consoles.
Oh, I
But
wish. All I
anyway,
got is my DS.
so that game, it's a tactical turn based, kind of like a XCOM, and but once you get into position, you do the action. Like you take the shot. Uh,
Huh.
yeah. So it's different. It's really fun. I don't know how Vaunted
Okay.
is going to compare to that. Uh, I thought it looked
Yeah.
pretty generic gameplay
Yeah.
wise.
It didn't really catch me in any way,
Hmm.
which is kind of the problem I was gonna bring up is where you have this mechanic of that tactical turn based action, but you get this cool mix of perspectives and stuff. It seems it just doesn't seem special.
No. And I hope we're wrong. Uh,
I hope.
the different perspectives, not like gameplay perspectives, but like character perspectives, was pretty cool in the trailer. Uh,
Yeah.
like how you have like the big muscly guy looking at everything happening in a positive light, and the little sniper character being like, "This is all really bad." Like, so that could be cool
Oh yeah.
story wise. I just don't know how it's going to pan out. Vaunted did not grab me in any particular way, but I would love to be proven wrong.
Oh please. If I get proven wrong, I'm all for it. However, it just didn't seem that crazy. So for now, we'll keep an eye on you. Um, I'm gonna take lead on this next thing, and all I'm gonna say is Hades 2, welcome. You are joining the fray on April 14th. Um, for Xbox and Xbox Cloud, so that's super dope. I'm
Hell
very
yeah.
excited that more people get access to Hades 2. Like I said earlier, I have this beautiful baby sitting on my desk at all times. This will never leave my side. I love this game to death. And I'm just happy that more people get access to it.
Yeah, me too. And the pun was intended on hell yeah. And
Nice.
yeah, my turn for a dad joke.
You know what's not nice?
What's not nice?
The meat and potatoes that we're about to dive into here, because I need to know your thoughts, and I have some thoughts that I gotta get off my mind.
Artificial detective.
Okay. This was the final reveal of the Xbox showcase. Partner
Big
showcase,
reveal.
sorry.
I popped for Robo Deer. That got me excited.
Okay,
I
that's
won't
fair.
lie. I saw Robo Deer and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Robo-Deer.
And from there, my excitement waned rapidly. What about you?
Okay, Ben. I don't I don't want to be the person who brings it right back to how we started the episode. I'm going to start it and I'm just going to go for it.
Well, let me make you feel
I
a little
had
better.
almost
Let me make you feel a little better if you're worried about bringing it back to negative. It's just a trailer. With all
it
these that I
is.
don't like, I hope I'm wrong. And I'm sure you
I
feel the same
also
way.
agree. I very much agree. And that's where this really cut deep. Is I almost couldn't even watch the trailer. I'm going to be honest. Everywhere I looked, and this could be intentional, but everywhere I looked, every single thing just felt AI generated. And I'm not the only person who saw it.
No, no,
I,
you.
I, I, I saw a massive online general consensus of this just looks like AI made, but it's like not from what we're being told. We've seen that get proven wrong really quick. I'm not gonna say that it can go either way. I'm just gonna say it's what it looks like, and I didn't really enjoy it. I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, I can't get behind how it looks.
Yeah, it's something off about it. And I could not put my finger on it, but I did have the same thought as you. Like it reminded me of those stupid AI generated videos you see and you get
Yeah,
off of as quick as you can on
it
TikTok.
just
Um,
it just wasn't sitting well in my gut while I was watching it, and like, well, it is a somewhat intriguing idea. I'm also going to slam on this really quickly, which sucks. One single human child remains in a world full of robots. Where have we ever heard that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry. I get it, but also I need more than that from this.
Yeah.
Especially where like that's just pretty much the crux of almost all sci-fi that involves AI and robots taking over.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I didn't even like think about that because I was so focused on the little gameplay portions we saw. Like robot dog, cool.
Yeah.
I like all the ideas in a big way. Like it needs to be more
Yes.
dialed in.
That
But
overarching idea behind it.
yeah, but gameplay, it looked so stiff and unnatural. Like, I mean, I guess they're not natural because they're robots, but it,
I'm happy you brought that up because yeah, they're robots. However, it even felt stiff for robots.
yeah, it
Cause like
looked
I mean,
funky.
we have a lot of media across movies and games where we're getting depictions of robots. We've seen our slow robots, we've seen our quick robots, we've seen this, that, the other thing. This just it almost suffered from the same thing that I talked about in God of War, from what it looked like of just from what it looked like, it just feels like the game is fighting against your movement.
Yeah,
And that's not a great thing to kind of see. Once again, it's just a trailer. It's the first trailer we've ever had. So there's a lot of time to go from here. This launches in 2027. I don't know. However, not a good first impression on me.
me neither.
And overall, Xbox, I I don't know, Ben.
I thought it was
This was
fine.
just okay.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I wasn't wildly disappointed with anything.
Yeah, it,
Uh,
no disappointment, but I would say actually no big excitement.
yeah, going through it again here, looking. I mean, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nothing insanely big.
yeah,
Nothing sticks out. We've sat enough time between when this event happened and now that like I've thought about it from time to time and nothing in that showcase is like, "Ah, I can't stop thinking about it."
yeah,
However, there are things that are like, "Ooh, okay, like I just remembered this. I'm going to keep an eye out for this. This is really cool." So, there's some good, but overall, it was just kind of another meh, mixed bag.
mixed bag. But here we are. It's okay.
Yeah, it is okay, and it's not like that's a problem. We've been spoiled already in the first 3 months of this year. I don't know what the heck happened with the start of 2026, man, but we got spoiled. And we're going to continue to get spoiled. I mean, we know what's on the table for the rest of this year. We know that this is going to be an insane year. Hell, we have an insane next 3 weeks, Ben. This April is
Yeah,
going to be wild.
I know. I'm dreading it.
In one single week, we have 3 games launching a day in between of them.
Yep,
Like,
replaced Pragmata and a mouse PI for hire or
so,
whatever it's called.
like, where this wasn't out of this world, it still gave me a little something to be excited for.
Yeah,
And other than
yeah,
that, it was just okay. And I know other people have a lot to be excited for, like the developers that brought you Yakuza, them coming
oh
out
yeah,
with their own new IP. That's gotta be getting a bunch of people excited,
Expanse
you
game.
included. Like, and
No,
then the Expanse game where it's like, this could be the next Mass Effect. Like, there's a lot of cool. It's just nothing out of this world. However, great job, Xbox. Thank you for just giving me some fun.
yeah, we didn't have to talk bad about you like Nintendo and Sony this week.
However, if we turn around in the next 2 days, you make us take that statement back, there will be a bonus pod episode just coming straight for you.
It'll be 45 seconds of us
And
redacting
it's just
everything we
gonna be
said.
like, Xbox, screw you.
Yep.
Oh,
So join
man.
us next episode for when we talk bad about Xbox.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously. Because
no, but genuinely, thank you
apparently it's
so
just
much. Oh, sorry. Uh,
no, you're
th-
good.
okay. Uh, Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us and listen to us ramble about video games.
Heck yeah.
We appreciate you.
We do. And once again, we mentioned it in the beginning, but go check out our newest impressions of Two Realms, Whisper from the Rift. That was a demo that Ben and I got early access to from the developers to be able to talk about, and it's definitely a demo that everybody should go check out. It's on Steam right now, and go check out our impressions video of that. And also, as I mentioned, we have a bunch of content coming out everywhere. Keep your eyes peeled. Chat with us in the Discord. And with that, we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.